All right, guys, I'm working my way through some comments here on the blog, working on some YouTube comments, and I was asked, Fritz, online gaming, digital gaming, where are you? What are you playing? This is a dangerous question. I don't really have an online presence, digital online presence outside of YouTube and my blog. I prefer to be an analog gamer. I prefer the miniatures. I prefer kind of the narrative. I like how everything blends together to create this alternate reality. There's a kind of magic there going on. I also like that I can control the pace. Not that I want to do analysis paralysis and take up forever, but I can step back. I can try to figure out what I'm going to do. If I'm solo gaming, I could take a break for a few hours, leave it set up. It's kind of like auto pause forever. And being involved with digital stuff in my real life, my day job, it's kind of a really nice break. That said, I realize my personality is extremely obsessive. Know thyself. I'm honest with myself. And I realized this combined with being a completionist is it's not good. It's not healthy for me to venture online. And already I can feel the temptation. I used to play DDO, Dungeons and Dragons Online. And I loved it. I love D&D. I love the characters. I love that you can go on the quests. But I would spend days playing this. And we're not talking about like a teenager or a young adult. I'm talking about being like a grown man with responsibilities, playing this game 2, 3, 4 in the morning, trying to complete some item or get some rare drop, playing with Java Balls who has to get up at 7 in the morning to go to work. And at this point, we're like, is it even worth trying to get any sleep? Let's just play it out another 2 hours because maybe that item will drop. I had to step away from it. And it was hard. It was like an addiction on there. Again, being a completionist, being someone that enjoys the social aspects, being in a guild. We had our guild, our airship. It was a lot of fun. It really was a lot of fun. This kind of carried over to Diablo 3, crafting and collecting the sets and just how the game played. I still play that from time to time, but it's a very real battle within me not to play that crazily. That said, there are certain mysteries. There are certain questions that I wonder about. And Spock Unicorn is one of them. So playing Xbox 360, this is a couple of years back, playing Space Marine. I loved playing Space Marine on 360. It was just this perfect blend of, I played an Iron Warrior, or I played the Iron Hands on there, and going through and playing that, the multiplayer, where you just battle it out. I played the Heavy Bolter. I'd sometimes play the Melt-A-Gun. Caught a lot of rage from that because you'd run around the corner. I just one-shot you with the Melta. And I'm playing the Plasma Cannon. A lot of fun, kind of lobbing over those plasma explosions on there. I played with Jawa, and I played with this, was it called a guild or a clan? I guess it was a chapter, the Blood Eagles, at the time. And there were always guys on, and we'd play, and it was a lot of fun. Basically, when I wasn't playing Tabletop 40K, I'd go on and play Space Marines. But there was this one guy called Spock Unicorn who was unaffiliated. He wasn't affiliated with any clan or any chapter. And he would play the Stormbolter. The Stormbolter was kind of true to life. It had, 100-round drum, and it would cook it off really quick. But it had okay damage output, but you missed half the time because I'm running around with my Space Marine, and they were moving pretty fast for power armor. You're running around trying to catch up to me. And the Stormbolter, when you shoot, the kick would literally raise the Stormbolter up. So you were constantly fighting to keep this thing on target. And I tried my best, I really did, to utilize this weapon to kind of find a place in the chapter. I don't know many that played it. You played it for a little while to unlock. But I would get 15, 20 kills with the Heavy Bolter versus like one with the Stormbolter, and that was a challenge. But Spock Unicorn, this guy would just dominate with it. I don't know what he was doing. I don't think you could glitch or cheat. I think everything was pretty much locked down. There were no mods going on. I don't know, did he have like rubber bands on his controller to hold the one stick down so when he shoots it doesn't go anywhere? I kid you not, I don't know, but that's an eternal mystery. I would like to meet this man in real life and say, out of all the Marines that I fought, out of all the battles, there were some that would hide and be annoying. There's some that were better than they thought they were. It's all sorts of combinations. But you, sir, running around, unaffiliated. We feared you. You were really, really good. And as tribute, I would give you that in playing it. But it's best I don't go online. And it's best, even now, just talking about this, I can feel it. I'm like, Diablo 3 is calling. DDO could be there. We could do this, but I must reel myself in. And I'm going to get back to looking at some of the comments, and I'm going to get back to responding to some upcoming posts over on my blog.